A Nightmare on Elm Street. Well, not a Nightmare on Elm Street. Wes Craven's New Nightmare. So basically, this is like at least Freddy's Day came out in '91, I think. So 3 years later, Wes Craven decided to come back, and I think he wrote the movie. I think so, and he directed it. And it's cool that you get this whole setting between the actors playing themselves and them playing the characters all at the same time, which is pretty cool. And the new design for Freddy, it's cool. I like it. I didn't mind the new design, but the leather pants, that didn't really fit Freddy. It really didn't. Yeah. So there's a whole part where a bunch of dream sequences, which I really appreciate in this film. Lynn Shay's in it again. There's one part in the movie where they're operating on the glove that looks like a Terminator hand, and Nancy dreams of them being, well, I forget the fucking husband's name, but his colleagues or fucking co-workers end up getting killed by the claw. Then the husband ends up getting killed by the claw because he's an idiot for not paying attention to the road, and he falls asleep a bunch of times, and he gets fucking gutted. Well, clawed, but it looks like he got gutted. I thought I was going to go for the sack, but no. Then you get the whole earthquake shit, and then you get callbacks to the original film where Dylan is watching his mother's performance as Nancy Thompson in the first movie because it plays on the TV. John Saxon's in it to reprise his role as Nancy's father-in-law. I mean, not father-in-law, father. I forget the fucking dad's name, but it's whatever. She just calls him daddy. And then you got the whole part where Nancy's like, "Why you call me Nancy, John?" And then, "Why you call me John?" But I love the dream sequences a lot. I think my favorite part, or my favorite dream sequence, would probably have to be the, there's a bunch of good ones. I'll probably say, I'd probably say Cut This Evil Out of Him, where the doctor, which is really Freddy, then the babysitter ends up dying. Is it Lisa? No, not Lisa. I fucking know. But the babysitter ends up dying, which I actually like the babysitter. She was a good character. And they just fucking killed her off, which, I mean, she could have been a good character. She could have came back in later films, but no. Then you get the whole highway part where Freddy is in the fucking sky, then picking him up. Meanwhile, fucking cars and shit are coming at him. And he ends up getting hit. And then you see, like, there's another part where there's, like, a bunch of Freddys coming after him, which is pretty fucking scary. Also forgot to mention that Robert Englund himself was painting a portrait of the new Freddy, which is, I mean, the Freddy in the portrait looks nothing like the Freddy that you see on screen. Then at the very end, you get this whole face-off between Freddy and Nancy, like, old time's sake. And a bunch of throwbacks from the first movie, where Freddy's afraid of fire. I think that's a callback. I don't know. Then you get the whole toothpaste step thing, where she steps in them and it's, like, all gooey and shit. That's definitely from the first movie. Freddy ends up getting his tongue cut. Then there's snakes and shit involved. And then eventually, the funniest part of this fucking movie is probably the part where Freddy is opening his fucking mouth and he's about to eat Dylan and his fucking tongue's wobbling. That's fucking funny. And then they end up burning Freddy, and Freddy turns into, like, it looks like Satan, kind of, which, like how he burns to death, it looks a lot like Satan, and his eyeballs come out that look like fucking tomatoes. And at the very end, you find out that it's a fucking script. where Wes Craven says, "Thank you, Heather. Thank you for having the guts to play Nancy one last time." Freddy's where he's at, and apparently Wes Craven said the only way to stop Freddy from coming after them is to make another film, and apparently it worked. I don't know, but it sucks that this was the last movie that had Robert Englund. Well, not Robert Englund in it. 2003 Freddy vs. Jason had Robert Englund playing Freddy one last time. But I wish they would have made a sequel to it. What's Craven's Nightmare? Maybe. I don't know. But overall, this movie is awesome. I love it. I don't see any problems with it. No, I think it's a perfect movie. There may be problems in it, but as I watched it, I thought it was great. I thought it was a good movie. That's just what I think. A lot of people might think it sucks. But I liked it because of the story. I liked it because it's like back and forth between the actors playing themselves and the actors playing the characters, and got all that shenanigan shit going on. And you got, I don't think a lot, well, I think like 3 or 4 people only died in this movie. Not a lot of people died. I mean, in the original Nightmare on Elm Street, not a lot of people died. There's like maybe 5 deaths. Yeah, 5 deaths. But if I had to give this movie a rating, I'd probably give it like a 9. Yeah, that's just what I think. I think it's I think, to be fair, this was the first Nightmare on Elm Street movie I've watched, like, ever. Not as today. Like, whenever I was fucking little, this was my first Nightmare on Elm Street movie, and I loved it. I fell in love with the movie. It's a great fucking entertaining film. But yeah, that's pretty much about it. The final review for Nightmare on Elm Street will be Nightmare on Elm Street 2010, and then I don't know if I'll do a review on the Friday the 13th films. I'll think about it, but I already got like so many reviews of them out there. But yeah, that's pretty much about it.